Welcome back, listeners, to our rewatch of season 3 of Dawson's Creek. And today we are talking about episodes 17 and 18. And this is part of our nostalgic or problematic series, or as we've had it become, just
It's
us
evolved.
talking about what do we think about this? What do we think about that? But thanks for listening. I'm Katie, by the way.
Hello, and I'm Danny.
Mhm.
Yes, we have evolved this into just rewatching and chatting. Although, guys, I'm so gonna be real. I have the hardest time paying attention to the season until the end of this next episode.
Yes. I even said that. I said, man, this was boring until the last
I know.
30 seconds.
Like, I caught myself. I'm sitting there. I'm looking, deleting emails. Like, I hate it when my kids do that. Like,
Mhm.
when they're doing 3 things at once.
Yeah.
Because I feel like attention spans these days of all of us are terrible. But I was doing it. And I was like, because I just don't care.
Yeah.
I need the season to come on. And it's almost over. And then it's better again.
Yes. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay. So what do we got? We got episode 17.
It's called Cinderella Story. And here's the summary. Joey learns there's someone else in AJ's life. And Dawson tries to help his mother open the new restaurant. Yeah. I hated this episode until the very end.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they kiss at the end, finally.
Let's just say Joey and Pacey kiss.
You guys know there's going to be spoilers. The show's fucking old.
Yeah. So they kiss at the end.
And I remember watching that and literally dying on the floor when that happened. Yeah. And then being like, I have to wait a whole week to see what's going to happen. And then I loved how the next episode they picked right back up in that moment.
I actually thought about that when I was watching these because I watched them right in a row, and I was like, "Oh man, like the episode would have just ended like that." And sometimes it's not even the next week.
No,
I mean, who knows? It could have been
2 weeks.
A month later. Like,
actually, it probably was because it was such like a big pivotal moment.
It was probably like sweeps or something.
Yeah,
and then they, But we got to know what happened after that. But yeah, so okay, so on our regular episode we recorded today, I said I took a few little rabbit
deep dives.
Okay. So the first thing was.
Oh, I know.
This song that was in the previous episode, Mr. Green, Goodbye, Mr. Green, whatever that.
You looked it up?
I looked it up because I was like, what is this song? So you were right because you said, I wonder if the song got swapped out because of streaming rights. The original song that played there is called The Lonesome Road, or That Lonesome Road by James Taylor.
Oh.
And I listened to it. It's very James Taylor-esque, very like
much better,
chill, mellow, super great. And it's about like going your own way. As opposed to this other one. So it was replaced by In the Garden by Terry Kelly.
It's a dumb name. And she ain't even in a garden. She's by a wall.
But remember I told you the lyrics were like, teachers grow the children. So that's like the garden of life and the teachers. So it was a replacement song. So there you go.
Look at us solving mysteries. That was the first one. We're like solving the Scooby-Doo crew.
Yeah, and I listened to just maybe like, I don't know, a minute of the James Taylor song. I was like, oh yeah.
Much better.
This is the vibe. But like, think about this though. They were recording this stuff in like 99, 2000, whatever to come out when it came out. You wouldn't be thinking, what if one day it's streaming somewhere else? Yeah. Like but if there was a box they needed these artists to check to be able to use their music, you best believe they were having them check that box.
Right.
So these were just things they couldn't foretell.
Yeah.
That then ended up happening, not just on here, but like all sorts of shows and movies. Yeah.
That reminded me, we got an email about this.
We did?
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay. So everyone, I saw this last night. We don't usually get emails from listeners.
No.
Well, let's see if it's somebody you know in real life.
Okay.
We got an email from, now I got to find it. Oh, did I delete it? Oh, wait, that's my business email. Hold on.
Whoopsie.
Hold on. I didn't delete it because I was like, okay, Ryan Flaherty. Do you know my name, Ryan Flaherty?
Think so.
All right. Well, he said, wanted to follow up on your mention of season 1 having the original theme song. Season 1 is the only season with not just the original theme song, but all the original music. So he said that season 1 is the only one that keeps the rights, which we talked about that.
Yeah.
Already. So I don't know where he's at in our episodes. And then he said not sure if you're aware of this or not, but someone had access to the original version of Dawson's Creek and was nice enough to post it on Internet Archives. All the episodes are in HD with the OG music.
Oh,
he said pretty large improvement from Hulu, in my opinion. Just wanted to let you know. Enjoy the pod. Best of luck. Oh, that says Mary.
So maybe Mary Flaherty.
Do you know somebody named Mary Flaherty?
We're going to have to look into her more. Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
I know. So thanks a lot, Mary. So then there's the link for it. It's on archive.org.
Okay.
You can. I'll click on it. Now I'm scared. What if this is a bot?
What if this is just to get you
Well,
to click
my phone,
and you just did?
well, shit. Now I'm going out of it because I'm scared.
I think it's probably safe since she went into so much detail in that email. But still, that's very cool.
I know.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, I saw it last night. So I was trying to see what the email. Now well, I won't tell. I won't tell their email. But
okay.
Anyway, so we got an email about it.
Well, thank you so much.
There we go.
And yeah, I just think that's such an interesting part of all of this.
It is because I think the interesting part is how music can take away from a scene or put so much more into it. Mm-hmm. But you can't tell me they couldn't just make up some find some instrumental thing.
It's weird. Whoever is replacing the music is not doing a good job.
They need to not get a bonus at Christmas.
No, not that person. So anyway, okay. So then the first thing I said, other than that little rabbit hole, was Pacey's station wagon.
I know.
I love it so much. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's like so, again, not great writing in these episodes, but he's like so obviously jealous.
I know.
As he's driving Joey. He's like, well, you guys are gonna have fun. That's your boyfriend. Yeah. And she's like, no, he's just a friend.
A friend that you kiss.
A friend you kiss. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, he is. But I love him so much. And his acting is so good. I
know, he's so good.
That I still enjoyed it.
So you see why I'm still like a Joshua Jackson stan.
Yeah, he's great.
See?
He's great.
She's coming over, guys. James Vanderbeek, watch out. You're about to lose her. Season 4.
Not yet. I'll be back for season 4. Okay, so Gail's restaurant is about to open, and she doesn't have a chef.
I know.
She has no menu, but she's opening in a week.
What?
What's going on?
How you gonna have a restaurant and no chef?
Yeah, like I don't know. I've never opened a restaurant, but isn't that kind of the core of your concept? Like what the actual food is going to be?
Yeah.
And then it was kind of funny then because then they were bringing in all these chefs.
Okay, but where are they finding all these chefs in Cape Side?
And they're terrible. They're all terrible.
Hilarious.
Like the ones like they did the flambe, and he's like, oh, there's a bunch of like burnt fish bones on the ceiling still. I don't know. They were all terrible. Anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Oh, so funny.
And then the kid from Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, the kid.
Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah.
So I had to backtrack on that because I was like, wait, when was Jerry Maguire? It was 96.
Yeah. So
he was younger. He just looks so young in this episode too.
I think he's just a wee one.
But he looked even younger back in Jerry Maguire because he was. So I looked him up too. He's so funny.
I know.
I love him.
And he was in some commercials like, what was he in? It was like Jello or something.
I think it was Jello.
Something like that. He's just or Welch's. Yeah, all the kids were in like. He was adorable, and he like made the rounds for a while and like random cameos and stuff. And then whatever happened to him? I wonder.
I pulled up like a current picture. He's stayed in acting.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah. Both on stage and in theater.
Good for you.
Yeah. He has.
Jerry Maguire kid.
And I loved how he called Pacey Pissy.
I was cracking up.
That was so good.
I'm so here for an immature joke like that with a name. Pissy.
And it was kind of elevated for a kid his age, I felt like Pissy. That feels like a middle school joke. But he was supposed to be what, like 10? 9 or 10?
My kids probably said that when they were 10.
They'd call someone that?
Well, Cooper would.
Well, there you go. What else do you have so far?
Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I got. Pikachu, Pokemon, still relevant, man.
I know. Like, listen, my house still has Pokemon cards. And even my husband, like, it's still relevant. Pokemon's still going. Which I think when something lasts, just like Vans, we talked about Vans, the checkered Vans.
Yeah.
When a product can last through different generations of kids and go follow you into adulthood, that's some great branding.
So amazing.
So
I mean,
good.
As soon as he said it, I was like, wow. You know how sometimes, a lot of times when we're watching the show, we're like, oh, remember that thing? Oh my God, remember that when that was a thing? to mention something that's still so much
yeah.
a thing. And I guess maybe it's waned and come back a little, but it's never died off.
It's never died off because like my kids have gone to and fro with phases of collecting cards, and Cooper's kind of back in a phase now. But like, for instance, we were at Target getting school supplies, and he was like, or we were getting Caden's dorm room stuff. And Cooper's like, I'm gonna go see. I think they don't Target and other stores don't tell people when they're gonna restock the Pokemon cards because then they'll get a rush on them. So they just do them randomly. And we just so happened to be there when they restocked some kind of nonsense that he wanted to get. And he spent some birthday money. But I'm like, that's crazy because even still, like, my kids go back and forth, but I think Pokemon has stayed true.
My son likes Pokemon too. And he thinks figured out when they restock at our local Walmart.
Nice.
And I remember because it was like one morning, it was early. Not that he's not up that early, but it was earlier than I would have expected him to be up, maybe like 6:30. And I'm like, what's up? Like, are you working? Are you going to the gym? Like, what's happening? He's like, nah, I think they're about to restock the Pokemon cards. So
Pokemon drop.
He went out the door and he came back with some Pokemon cards.
Because listen, once they drop, they're gone. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen it happen. It's crazy.
So that was a fun little reference.
Yeah,
like
that was cute.
Okay. So, oh my God, I didn't write down AJ's friend's name. What's her name?
I didn't either.
Well, that
Whatever.
says something. So Joey is supposed to meet. So she's going to see AJ, the college guy. She's supposed to meet him, like Pacey's dropping her off. But this girl meets her on rollerblades. They end up rollerblading where AJ is just too busy to be bothered to go pick up Joey or meet Joey.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Also, I kept thinking of you on rollerblades singing Mariah Carey.
Yeah. I kind of looked like that girl on rollerblades.
You did? You had that haircut?
Yeah, I did.
Your hair was blonde?
Yeah.
You were way tanner.
Way tanner than her.
You guys, Katie had this picture. We're going to have to put it in socials.
It's so bad.
She was so tan.
I looked like you could touch me and like my skin would slough off.
100% thought that it was like body paint or something. Yeah. That's how tan she was.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
We'll share it. Listeners, if you want it, tell us.
Who else saw? Oh, Jen, one of our Jen friends.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, oh my God. But listen, guys, that was the hotness.
You could see me from space. And that particular thing, I had been going tanning for a spring break trip. And then the picture was taken on the spring break trip. So I had been artificially tanning and then probably 5 or 6 days of actually tanning in the sun when that picture was taken.
Girl.
No. And I had a little midriff and it was
she was of the times. I've never had a tan midriff in my entire life.
I mean, I definitely don't now. But
I'm trying to think, when is the last time my stomach's seen the sun? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh. I wore a 2-piece to the beach maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Not like a bikini or anything, but like where a little bit of my stomach was out. And I wore sunscreen. And
you got burned on the stripe.
That's the only spot that burned was that part of my tummy. And I was like, that's because it literally never sees the light of day.
Put me back in.
It's like, I live in a cave and it's okay. I don't belong out here.
Don't belong.
Please put me back where I am safe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it hurts right there too. Sunburn right there.
Because you like sit down and
you're
like bra and your shirt.
Bad.
And anyway, moving on from tanning.
Okay, so and then I just said AJ is so lame.
I said, why is AJ so dull? But that's how they wrote him. Like, he did not need to be in the whole. I hated the season is so annoying. I did like the Jen being gone jokes.
That's what I was just about to say. That? Yeah. And funny. How she just shows up. She's like, hey guys, remember me or whatever. And Dawson's like, wait a minute.
Where you been?
I know who you are. Who are you? So I looked it up and I just asked like Google or whatever, like, where was Michelle Williams in season 3 of Dawson's Creek? And I got like a couple answers. I didn't really answer it. It was like, oh, she was there the whole time. She just didn't have a prominent storyline. But then I found one where she was in an article with People magazine, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, just in general, talking about her time at Dawson's Creek and how it launched her career. And she views it fondly. Like, it was a positive article. And in it, it mentions that, for example, at Dawson's Creek, they would let her leave to go work on other projects and come back. And one was the 2001 film Me Without You, which would have been filming when this season was filming.
Yeah.
So that's why she's not in as much and why she doesn't really have a really prominent storyline because she wasn't going to be
Wait.
available.
This was 99 though.
But her film came out in 2001.
So they filmed for 2 years?
I mean, yeah, sometimes. I mean, maybe it wasn't that one, but I just thought the timing probably lined up.
Maybe.
Maybe not, though. Because this came out in 99.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
Okay, so maybe she was doing something else.
So let's see then in future seasons if she disappears for a while.
Right, because if it's
we'll
in
know.
4 or 5, we'll know it was
Uh-huh.
this one. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it might be a little late for that.
But she
But either
probably
way.
was doing something.
Something, yeah.
She was
Because she gave that example.
Yeah.
But she was saying they would let me do this thing.
So that's probably what
So I'm
happened.
sure it was more than
Yeah.
once.
That's probably what happened.
That was funny when she showed up and she was a terrible waitress.
I know, that'd be me.
And then the writing around AJ's friend and the girlfriend, just all of that was just so cringy.
It
like
was
the
just annoying.
scene with Joey and her, the girl whose name now I can't remember.
I gotta
Morgan.
take off my ice back.
That's her name.
That's her
Morgan.
name?
Yeah, Morgan.
Sorry. I hurt my hip the other day, guys, when I was teaching class.
She's icing.
And
I'm
I
proud
was
of
icing
you.
my pack and I have to take it off.
I'm proud of you. So she
For hurting
just
myself?
no for doing your ice pack.
Oh, okay.
You go. Good job. Taking care of yourself. So that scene where just her and Morgan, and it went on forever. And it's like you're in the audience going, obviously
who
she likes
cares?
him.
I know.
Obviously he likes her. And Joey's like, so when did you meet? And what do you know about this? And what do you know about
It was
that?
just terrible.
And it was like, we get it. Like there's something here. And Joey gets it too.
I felt like all they did was like write Dawson and Joey with 2 other characters.
Well, and I think they were trying to show a parallel.
But it was annoying.
But it was annoying.
I'm
yeah.
like,
Like when
else.
he gets up there and reads his thing that he's getting a creative writing award for, that again, hello? I've never won a creative writing award and I could write better than that. And he's like, it's the girl he knew forever and a love he never saw coming. And I was like, what is this?
Ugh.
And yes, it was supposed to, I think, be parallel to like the Dawson Joey, and for Joey to be like, I know what this is and I know what that's like. It's like, I don't know.
I know. It
just could have done without it.
I know.
It wasn't well done.
I don't have big
I thought it was cute when Pacey was and the little boy, the Jerry Maguire boy, his name was Buzz, which is so funny. He was telling Buzz about Joey.
Yeah.
And the little boy's like, is she pretty? Oh no, he goes, is she a hottie?
Is she a hottie?
And he's like, oh, and like he's trying to be respectful about it, but he's like, yeah, she's pretty, and
is
so
she a hottie?
Yeah, that was really, really cute.
Oh,
and
cute.
he's like talking to him about it. So then when Joey kind of confronts AJ, it's like, obviously you like her, but like she's like kind about it, sort of. She's
It's
like, oh,
weird.
but I understand, and I'm gonna leave you now because I think there's somewhere you need to be. And I'm just like, what is happening?
And then she's such a bitch to Pacey, and he fucking picks her ass up in the middle of the night, all the way, and she don't talk to him.
She's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to.
I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is so bitchy.
Yeah. Or just be like, I'm upset. Thank you for picking me up.
Yes.
I don't want to delve into it at the moment.
She was such a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. And then, but I did think it was cute. She called him from a payphone.
Oh, I know.
And then Gail and Mitch's restaurant plan. So everything's falling apart. Mitch shows up to help because Dawson invited him. Gail's upset that Dawson called Mitch. She's like, I don't need any help, which clearly she needs help.
Did.
So then they've got all of a sudden this new plan. And the new plan is that Bodie's going to come over just on like the evenings, but then like the daytime and the weekends, he'll still be at the bed and breakfast.
So you just work 24
gonna
hours?
Own 20% of the business. But he's gonna bring his, I don't know, and then Jen can't be a waitress anymore, but she's gonna be a hostess. And it's like a whole thing. And it's like, yes, everything, go team, And I just like, okay.
But you like that in a sitcom?
I do.
But this isn't a sitcom.
It's not.
This is a drama.
This is a drama. And then I just said I didn't love this episode, but the ending was great.
The ending is the best, and I
saved it.
The reason why the ending's so good is because I remember watching it when it was like in real time
and having to wait.
Yeah. And you're like, that's part of the reason I think these teen shows were so good. I haven't watched like recent days ones, so I don't know if that's still there. Is that anticipation of like that tension of like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And then it does, and then it's not what you think, and then so good.
So good.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
No, I'm good on
Okay,
that one. Let's
so,
go to 18.
Season 3, episode 18 is called Neverland, and we're gonna do this quick because Katie has to go get her bougie dogs from the hairdo place.
And I tell you right now, my little one is probably causing trouble, and that's why they've
I
called me
know,
to come get them.
100%. Okay, so as Pacey sets out to tell Dawson about his feelings for Joey, she looks to avoid another kiss.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Come on, Joey. So the first thing I wrote is Joey freaking out. So like she was mean on the drive,
I know.
and then she's like mad at him for kissing her, which it's weird because it's like, was it consensual? Was it not? It looked like it was, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So she's all mad at him. And I thought it was, so then that scene ends badly because they go their own ways,
Yeah.
and she's upset with him, and he's like, oh man, like why did I do that? I thought this was good writing, in my opinion. We have to point it out when we see it, that they both confided in their siblings.
I liked that back and forth. How
that
they
was
both,
fun.
And the siblings both told them something separate.
Yeah. So like I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, I like that too.
And Pacey and Dougie having a like serious talk about relationships and stuff was cool.
Yeah.
And then Joey and Bessie, they always are talking about that
I
stuff.
know.
But I thought, and different advice.
Why did they make breakfast and go sit outside and it's like cold?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Do people in cold places? I did not eat outside when it was cold.
I might sit by like the window if it's sunny and like admire the cold outside, but I would not go sit in the cold. No.
They like made a big old breakfast,
and
then they go sit outside, not even wearing jackets.
Mm-mm.
I always notice stuff like that because I hate being cold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that food would be freezing in 2 seconds. Like, what are you doing outside?
Get back in there. With
anyway, I loved Andy's little, when she's trying to plan their girls' night, and she's like, that we all need an estrogen energy boost.
I loved it.
I get that. I live with all males. I totally get that. I don't remember what was happening, but okay, I do. So I had to get oldest kid dorm supplies, and then the youngest one just needs like regular school supplies, but it's middle school, so we don't know everything he needs yet. But I was like, we're not doing it in the same day because the dorm stuff was a lot. But, the youngest is bored. So I was like, well, just come with us to Target. You guys, these are 18-year-old and a 13-year-old males. When you take them to a store together, they act like they 3. And I'm serious. They be like fighting. At one point, I kid you not, Kaden had on one cleaning glove and was carrying around some other kind of apparatus, chasing Cooper down the vacuum aisle to beat him with whatever
he had. Meanwhile, you're pushing 2 carts full of dorm stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, can y'all please? I thought that we were past this. The answer is no. Boys be boying. It don't matter. And then I was like, y'all remember some of the crazy stuff y'all used to do when you were younger? I'd take you to places. So we proceeded to talk about those memories. Let me give you some.
Okay.
One time we went to Target. I don't even know how old they were because there's almost a 6-year age gap. So Cooper was teeny for a lot of stuff. Kaden was probably about 9. All right. And it was when Fortnite, everybody was like into the Fortnite, which is probably about right. Has it been around 9 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we go to Target and they had all those hoodies. Do you remember the hoodies where you could put it over your face?
Yes.
And it was like mesh. So they had all these Fortnite ones. And I was literally just trying to get them like socks and underwear, like basic shit. I turn around. They're both wearing these things, running around. And I'm like, can we just not? Okay. So I remember that. Then I remember one time I had to get something from Party City. And I'm like not paying attention. Turn around. They both have on big giant turd, like poop hats. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And big bananas or something. And they're sword fighting in the middle of and I'm like so embarrassed because they're so loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're like, oh, remember that time also we put on those Trump masks? Yes. And this was before the presidency. And we were somewhere and it was around Halloween time and they had those big fake faces.
Yes.
And they were playing You Can't Touch This. I have them on video wearing these Trump faces and dancing to MC Hammer. I swear. God. Now, this all sounds hilarious and funny and oh, how fun. It's not. It's really not when you're just trying to get shit done and everybody else is there trying to get school supplies.
I love it though.
Well,
I
you
can
do,
laugh
'cause
at you.
you can laugh at me.
I can laugh
But
at
I was
you.
like, seriously, and I mean, it was fine. It was fine. But I was like, God, you guys, I just can't. It's just the way it is.
It is just the way it is.
Anyway,
Oh my God, I love it.
all right, sorry, we were
Okay.
supposed to be hurrying up.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, estrogen energy boost. I get it. And then
Yeah,
she
yeah.
said, "Isn't it strange the two of you never hang out with anyone without a penis?" I
And-
was dying.
And their faces are like,
and I'm like, that would be terrible.
that would be awful. Well, but the one line I didn't agree with that Andy said, she goes, other girls don't have problems like these.
Oh, that's
And
not
I was
true.
like, every
girl has
has
problems like that.
What?
Yeah.
But everything that followed that I liked. And the girls' night out and Andy's like little solidarity speech. And then I loved it that Buzz, the cute kid, was back.
he's
He's
adorable.
back. He's so adorable. And him and Pacey are just good for each other.
I know.
They just are. Okay, so
The dad.
yep.
Yeah.
Thoughts, because I really felt like he was trying.
I did too.
And I understand Jack
Yes.
doubting his intentions, like when he comes in the room and they're playing chess,
Right.
him and the guy who's visiting from out of town, and sits there. Jack took it as, oh, you're watching us.
Yeah.
But at least the way it was set up or whatever, it didn't feel like that. It
Yeah.
felt like he was coming in to hang out.
Right.
And then when they go to dinner, they're hanging out and he's bonding with the friend. So I get where Jack is coming from, because it feels very whatever. But then when he says something to the dad, like, well, you've acted like I'm like an alien from another planet until right now, it's kind of weird. And he tells him
why,
you know, my friend's son got arrested for something. And I just thought to myself, you know, my kid is so good. I have such a good kid. And I know, like, even in my own life, I've like had those moments where I'm like, not and wording is everything. I don't necessarily think any kids are bad, but like situational stuff, like that you can be like, wow, you know, I get upset with them for leaving laundry around, which is really annoying and they shouldn't do that. But like, also they're like they don't do drugs and they're not out, you know, like stealing from people, or you know what I mean? And I know everything's relative.
Right.
But I really thought that like that writing was pretty good, because I think you can have a change of heart about that stuff.
Well, I do think that it's never too late
Yeah.
to change anything.
Yeah.
As long as you're alive, there is time to change your mind.
Mhm.
I have changed my mind. We've talked about this. We have changed our minds about all kinds of things.
Yep.
I have changed my viewpoint on big, giant things lots of times. I've had to apologize to my kids for saying, hey, I taught you something that I thought was like wrong or whatever, and I don't think that anymore. And kids are like way more cool about that than adults.
Agree.
They're just like, all right, so you don't think they're more cool. The older we get, the more we want to just keep people in a category.
Sure.
Which I think that's what happened here. Jack had his dad in bad guy category, and that's where you stay. But also, Jack, I understand your dad's a dick and he's treated you kind of shitty, but like, you still live in his house. He pays for you to live there, and you say, I'm going to have over whoever I want. No, bitch. That ain't, no, you do not.
No.
You are still a child and a minor who is being supported by that man, whether you like it or not.
Right. And, you know, the type of relationship aside,
yes,
he's still having over someone older than him,
right,
to stay overnight.
Yeah, and you should ask. Like, it's your dad's house.
You should ask, you know, because you need to be sure they're a safe person. And your kid's going to be safe. And, you know, so I just, I
did not like that part.
I thought Jack's behavior was not it.
Yeah, it was out of line.
And I thought that the dad seemed genuine.
Yeah, I really thought he was trying, and I like that. But you know, the thing is, and I don't remember how I said this. I did say it's never too late to change, but you do have to work through the healing part of it.
Yeah.
Like, there was still a lot of, like, you can't just say, okay, I'm different, let's move on.
Agree.
That's not how it works. We had to go through some of that with, you know, my sister, and she'd be fine me sharing this. When she came out of rehab, because, you know, part of the 12 steps is making amends, but you can't just be like, I'm sorry for the shit I did when I was drunk or high or whatever. Okay, but you still caused some stuff we need to kind of work through.
Right.
Right. So
that's kind of the tip of the iceberg.
Right. So with great, I'm glad you're changed, but like y'all still have to work through some of the shit that hurt
Yeah.
because you really did hurt your kid and you
Mhm.
have to deal with that.
You have to face those repercussions now.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Writing wise, everyone in this whole episode is so nostalgic for being 10. Everyone just keeps talking about, remember when we were 10 and here's a time capsule from when we were 10. And,
Yeah.
and then the girls are like, remember when you were 10 and you could just be dirty and not wear makeup and not care about boys and
Yeah.
and be the same as boys and all this stuff. And I'm like, I mean, I guess that was the through line,
Yeah.
but I was just like, oh, okay.
I
we
did
get
love when Joey said, all I want to do is eat ice cream, pretend to be a kid, and forget about boys.
Yes.
I was like, oh, girl.
Yes to that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many times where I'm like, I just want to have no responsibilities.
Yeah.
Except myself.
Yeah. 100%.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, because that's the best. That's what it is. That's the best part of being a kid for most people, because not all kids have a great sunny experience.
Right.
But I think when people look back on their childhoods, that's the biggest piece.
Mm-hmm.
Is you're not responsible for nobody but yourself. Usually there are traumatic situations where you are, but
kind of that carefree moment. I also think that 10 is the age. It's a
it's
little
right
different
before.
now, but
Yeah.
it's right before you're super aware of how people perceive you.
Yes.
And the brain development that happens there. So it's sort of your last true age or era. Again, not for all children, but generally speaking, where you kind of don't care what other people think. And then it kind of slowly starts to change, and then you kind of get it back a little bit, and then you get it back a little more the older you get, but you never really get back to that place.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I guess I understand the nostalgia for it. The old photos that Pacey and Dawson had out.
You know what? That whole scene made me sad for my kids and my husband, because my husband was a military kid. My kids are military kids. They don't have that like shared childhood friend experience because we've moved, and like for, like your kids probably have gone to school with some kids almost their whole school life. We don't have that. And I'm like, man, that makes me kind of, because I had that. And I'm like, it makes me sad because none of them experience like, I need to message. I'm still in contact with my oldest childhood friend that lived down the street from me. And I need to message her because not vividly. What is the opposite of vivid? Vaguely.
There you go.
Remembered us doing a time capsule behind the bush of some neighbor's
my gosh.
Which probably drowned 800, because I'm sure we didn't bury it deep enough.
Right.
But I swear I remember us doing that, and I need to message her and be like, did we really do that? Or am I like, did I dream it? Or did we talk about it?
And not do it?
But it made me sad. I was like, oh, they never, like, they don't have that, like, oh, I grew up with this person. And our parents have known each other. Like, they don't have
I don't have that either.
Yeah.
My family moved a lot when I was a kid. And even when we were like back in like their hometown, their siblings all didn't live there.
Right.
And so
Right.
my oldest friends that I still have now, I met when I was probably 12 or 13, which is still
a long
pretty
time.
long time. Yeah. And I'm still friends with a lot of my college friends, but I don't have like anybody that like I grew up next to that I've been with since kindergarten. And as I don't know, as like surface level or trivial as it seems, like I get a lot of satisfaction when I think about my kids.
Yeah.
From that, knowing like wherever they go, like this was, and that's probably because I didn't have it. It doesn't mean it's better. It doesn't mean it's a different experience.
No,
it is a different experience. It doesn't mean it's a better experience. But like to me, I think because I didn't have it, I clock it as okay. Well, they can go anywhere in the world now, but they're always going to have.
They have a hometown.
That hometown. Yeah. Those friends they always had.
Yeah.
Those shared experiences with each other that they've literally all gone to the same schools. They've had a lot of the same teachers. Like
that's
some
crazy.
My teens have some of the same friends, like that they've had forever, so they have all had the same neighbors, so it's an interesting component that I think is a nice to have. I don't know that it like really changes anyone's trajectory one way or another.
I don't know. I think that, like, for instance too, like I don't like going to my hometown. Like,
Right.
I will never
there
live
you
there
go.
again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it holds way too many bad memories. Even still, I hate going there. I really miss the food.
You're like, I would go for the food.
Literally, guys, you don't even understand. I was there like less than a week when my mom died. I gained like so much. Also, because everything there is so sodium heavy, like I
water weight
could not button my pants for a few weeks. Like
worth it. Worth every bite.
I felt terrible.
Oh, well, maybe not.
Well,
then.
I mean, for lots of, but anyway,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
time
true.
capsule. Okay, so we're running out of time.
We are.
Those kids, those little kids, just randomly show up, and then Pacey calls their parents, and the parents are like, "Okay, 2 random teenage boys I've never met. Sure, let our kids sleep in the woods."
Yeah, that was weird. That was it was cute for the storyline, but it was weird.
No.
And then well, and just quickly, Henry's birthday party. So my biggest issue with this, I get why he didn't invite Jen because he was kind of embarrassed by it. He thought it was kind of childish.
Yeah.
But like Jen is like underwhelmingly not upset about it the whole episode.
I know.
She's saying she's upset and she's not upset.
Like I'd be throwing hands.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're having a party without me?" And then she's in the next scene. She's like, "Yeah, kind of like when your boyfriend has a party without you. Oh well."
I know.
And I was like, "Girl, I would be so pissed.
I would be so crying.
I would be finding that party. I'd be burning pinatas.
Oh my God,
like,
really?
hello?
Well, dang.
I would have been and
burning
like
pinatas.
And seriously,
that's serious.
They're not people. They're so it's fine. Hashtag burning pinatas 2025. But she just, I don't, especially as a teenager.
I know.
Someone keeping like something like a party from me and it's like my boyfriend.
Also,
I would have been so mad.
He invited football players.
Yeah. Well, maybe because Devil's Advocate, maybe they've been his friends a long time.
Well,
and Jen's like the new girlfriend.
I don't know.
That he's trying to act mature for. I don't know. I didn't like that. But anyway, yes. Guys, I have to go get my dogs, but we're kind of at the end. That's good. We're getting to the end of the season. Yeah. Make sure you listen to our other Xennial Girl Summer episodes. Get caught up if you have been busy like us this summer.
Over.
If you want to binge them on your Labor Day weekend trip, hey,
smart.
do that then. And we'll be back with some more Dawson's Creek and some other content soon.
We don't know what yet. We haven't planned anything for the fall.
We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. Don't you worry.
All right, everybody.
Thanks so much.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.